Welcome to Moments with Marianne. This is your host, Marianne Pastana. And we're here today with travel expert Katy Rockett, who's here to share with us tips on how to self-travel. So are you feeling like it's time for you to get out there and travel, but you don't have anyone to travel with? Well, today's guest is going to share with us how to overcome just that. So Katy Rockett joined Explore Worldwide in January, bringing 15 years of experience in adventure travel, coming directly from General Manager and Director of Growth roles at Exodus Travel, and having previously held senior marketing positions with both Exodus and Intrepid Travel. Based in Toronto, Katy will facilitate the business's ambitious global growth plans and focus on delivering exceptional tours, customer service, and marketing activity across the region. So let's welcome to the show, Katy Rockett.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
What an honor it is to have you here and just to have this discussion. And by the way, congratulations. I know you're the new Regional Director of North America for your company. Why don't you share a little bit about Explore Worldwide for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So Explore Worldwide is a small group adventure tour operator. And what that means is we operate tours. You're carried around by a local leader who's looking after all of your needs throughout the trip. And you're sharing the experience with like minded travelers. The trips are small group in the sense that you're traveling with, on average, about 11 other people, and they're from all over the world. So we have people from the UK, we have people from Australia, Canada, the US, who are all joining the trips. And what unites them is this interest and this desire to get off the beaten path, to really discover the culture of a destination, understand what it's like from a local perspective, and getting that opportunity to, of course, see the iconic sites and take in all of the things that you'd hope to experience on a trip while you're there.
I think some of the best trips I've taken have been that way, not on the same tour sites that everyone does, but really getting into that local feel. I understand there's also a term that's somewhat new to me, self-first traveler. What does that mean?
That's a great question. Being a self first traveler means that you're really looking out for what you want to experience on a trip. Often when we are traveling, with other people, you're always mindful of what everybody else is looking to get out of it. And this concept of being a self first traveler means that you're looking out for what you want. Our vacation days are precious, our money is precious, so you want to make sure that you're getting the very most out of the experience and what you're looking to accomplish, and really just feeling that sense of fulfillment when you come home.
So has the mindset around travel really shifted?
Yes, absolutely. And I think the pandemic has really had a huge impact on how people have approached traveling. I think before it was something that people always felt was going to be available to them. And the reality of the world shutting down meant that people couldn't get out and explore at any point when they wanted, whether time or money was available to them. There was all of these other factors that were coming into play. So people realized just how precious and what a privilege it is to be able to travel. And as a result, people are not holding back. There was definitely the sort of revenge travel trends that we saw last year with, everybody just coming back with a vengeance and looking to get out. And how that sort of evolved over the last, few years realistically, coming out of the pandemic, is this increasing trend for people looking to travel solo. So they really, again, don't want to be held back by other people and being at the mercy of other people's schedules and what they're looking to get out of a holiday or a vacation. They want to just go out and explore and do what they want to do. So we've seen this rising trend in solo travel, which has been really fascinating to watch coming out of the pandemic.
I was so impressed to hear about the stats of how solo travel really helps improve our self-confidence and just how we feel about ourselves.
Yes, absolutely. It gives people such a sense of empowerment being able to travel by yourself. It can be a bit intimidating, to be honest. The thought of going on a plane, traveling to the far corners of the earth by yourself can be a really overwhelming thought to a lot of people. But more and more, we're seeing, that people are feeling the sense of empowerment that comes from it. Once you take that plunge, once you book that trip, you get to go and experience so much. And that is, it opens up your worldview. It allows you to meet people that you never would have met before, to see cultures that you never would have experienced. And that brings with it almost this sense of being able to take risks and really just putting yourself out there. And it can kind of feed into itself, and it becomes a bit of an addiction, to be honest. Once you get into it, you really just want to go and explore so much more that way.
It sounds exciting, scary, and fun at the same time. I can understand that. Well, on that note, we're going to pause here for a quick break. We've been speaking with travel and adventure expert Katy Rockett from Explore Worldwide. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
Are you a coffee lover who wants to make a difference? Look no further than Fire Department Coffee, a veteran-owned business that gives back to support first responders in need. Each batch of coffee is freshly roasted right here in the USA by a dedicated team of first responders and coffee experts. So when you enjoy a cup of Fire Department coffee, you're not only drinking high-quality coffee, you're supporting members of your community. Start your day with a coffee that gives back. Visit firedepartmentcoffee.com. That's fire, DEPT, coffee.com.
Hi, I'm Julie Jansis, the angel medium. Want to know how to hear your angels clearly? Listen to the Angels and Awakening podcast every week. And if you want to go even deeper, register for my free 3-day Angel Fest online retreat to know exactly which angels are working with you. Register today at theangelmedium.com/free. That's theangelmedium.com/free.
There comes a moment when you realize you're somewhere special. When you discover that each beautiful creature that you see has been rescued from a life of absolute horror and brought to this incredibly free place. Here's where their lives were forever changed and where yours will as well. Discover over 500 tigers, bears, and lions at the brand new visitor center at the Wild Animal Sanctuary just outside Denver. For more information, visit wildanimalsanctuary.org. Discover true freedom at the Wild Animal Sanctuary.
Hey, pay attention, everybody. Amy Vaughn and myself, Dutch Mendenhall, are hosting an event. Have you ever felt like the wealthiest in America play by a different rule book? Even if you earn well, make money, invest wisely, educate yourself, there is an invisible barrier. It separates you from the financial security enjoyed by America's elite. The economic landscape changes every day. The wealthy elite know how to stay ahead of it because we play by a different rule book. At Invest Well Summit, we'll share all the plays, and we're making it to win. Spots are going to sell out fast at InvestWell Summit, so get your butt to investwellsummit.com and secure your seat now.
Internationally recognized and award-winning author Judy Goodman works and teaches outside the box of limited thinking. Working with people from every walk of life, her goal is to empower you to be the best you can be, no matter what the challenge is. Born with the gift of seeing beyond our normal vision, she has an extraordinary gift of working with every challenge. Teaching beyond conventional wisdom, her work is described as life-changing. Visit judygoodman.com. That's judygoodman.com.
I'd like to thank Jason Eastwood at Guitarfulness for sharing his inspiring music and talent with us. His music is known worldwide for cultivating atmospheres of harmony, inner peace, and clarity. Visit Jason's website at guitarfulness.com. Join his newsletter, be part of his community, and download his music. Welcome back to Moments with Marianne. We're here today with Explore Worldwide's travel and adventure expert, Katy Rockett. And she's here to share with us how you can self-first travel. So what are some of the top destinations that you typically see with Explore?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the top destinations that we see, Italy is always tried and true for solo travelers and all travelers alike. France and Spain, in the research that we did looking at solo travel trends, they were definitely top destinations. Our Walking the Amalfi Coast trip is by and large our most popular trip. This is an 8-day trip that takes you into the beautiful coastal pathways of the Walk of the Gods. You get to stay in an agriturismo, so you get this wonderful local experience where you get that sort of taste of family life and local cooking. You get to go visit Pompeii, which is honestly this incredible world just trapped in time. The culture, the landscapes, you get to move, you're walking, so you get this sort of physical fulfillment as well from the trip. It really, I mean, that is 100% our top seller trip, and it is so popular, particularly amongst our solo travelers.
I have to tell you, I've been eyeing the one to Malta. I think that that looks so fascinating, and what a beautiful place that is.
It really is. I had the pleasure of getting to travel to Malta a few years ago, and it was an incredible experience. I can't recommend the destination enough.
Oh, I can see why. I can see why. So, for people that are new to doing solo traveling, what type of advice do you have for them?
I think, not holding back, having the confidence to just go out there and book it is definitely, my first piece of advice. But I think for solo travel, like I said, it can be a little bit intimidating for people. So seeking out companies like Explore Worldwide, where you get to book into this small group adventure, it gives sort of the best of both worlds. You get the independence and self-reliance of traveling independently, but you also get the security of traveling with a group. So you've got this sort of built-in companionship with your fellow travelers. You've got the local leader, so someone who knows the area. They're looking out for your needs. They can answer your questions. They can help. If there's something specific you're looking to experience, they can help make that happen for you. And it's really, of course, that sense of security that you get through that as well. I mean, traveling solo, we have to be honest, there can definitely be some safety concerns with that. So having that small group around you, having that guide, having the company like Explore to take care of all of the accommodations and the experience throughout the trip means that you just get to go and enjoy the experience, but still not sacrificing that sense of independence that you're looking for in a solo trip.
So, how do people determine like which trip would be best for them? How do they start?
It's a tough question, to be honest. I mean, the world is a very big place, and as someone who's worked in the industry for a number of years, over a decade now, I can tell you that my list just gets higher, and there's more places that I want to go. But I think the reality is obviously how much time you have available comes down, has a big impact on where you're going to go and what you're going to be able to experience. But we have lots of different trips, and there's lots of different things that you can do with a limited amount of time. Obviously, looking at the destinations, thinking about where you would be comfortable traveling, particularly if you are traveling solo. Obviously, some destinations lend themselves a little bit better to that than others. So finding, I think, really just looking at what you want to experience and not selling yourself short, not making sacrifices. If there's something that you want to go and an experience that you want to have, you've got to go for it. And we've got, a great team of travel experts. So you can always pick up the phone. You can reach out to travel agents. Travel agents are a great resource as well. But there's no shortage of people and experts out there who are willing to share their advice and make recommendations, especially if you really don't have any idea of where you want to start.
So, at Explore Worldwide, do you have options for people to do like last minute tours? Let's say they want to go ahead and they just decide, hey, I've listened to this great discussion with Katy, and I'm going to go.
Absolutely. No, we've always got lots of last minute trips available. We actually have, through our newsletter, we send, I think at least on a monthly basis, we send out last minute trip options. So it's always great, sign up for the newsletter and then you get a chance to see what those last minute places that are available. You can get some really great deals that way as well, because a lot of times operators will lower the cost on departures that are coming up soon. So it can actually be a little bit of a way to save. You get to be impulsive and save a few dollars at the end of the day. So it's a great way to approach it. And sometimes, especially if you don't know where you want to go, going last minute is fun because you can just see where the world opens up to you and what opportunities are available and just kind of take it from there.
So, how do people get started with Explore Worldwide?
Best place to start is on our website. So go to exploreworldwide.com. We have lots of inspiration on our website. There's our blog, which has a lot of experiences from other travelers and places that you can go. Our full portfolio of trips is available to research. And as I mentioned, if you want to have a conversation, pick up the phone, give us a call, subscribe to our newsletter, and that'll always be giving you inspiration for where you can go next.
And start planning that great trip. Oh my goodness, how exciting. What is the website again for Explore Worldwide?
Yes, that is exploreworldwide.com.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Katy, thank you so much for taking the time to be on the show with us here today.
Thank you. It was a pleasure speaking with you today.
Well, thank you, Katy. It has been such an honor to spend this time with you and to talk about self-first travel. Again, if you'd like to connect with Katy, learn more about how you can get out there and travel by yourself, visit exploreworldwide.com. There you can check out destinations, experiences you want to have, and travel safety tips that will help you book your next great adventure. Well, we're at the end of our time today. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. You've been listening to Moments with Marianne, where we make every moment count.
In a single moment, your life can change. Moments with Marianne is a transformative hour that covers an endless array of topics with the best of the best. Her guests are leaders in their fields, ranging from inspirational authors, top industry leaders, and business and spiritual entrepreneurs. Each guest is gifted and a true visionary, a recognized leader in her own work, and while teaching others to develop, refocus, and grow, Marianne will bring the best guest and sometimes a special surprise. Don't miss this. You never know just which moment will change your life forever. Make sure to tune in and visit momentswithmarianne.com for more information.